Hello and welcome back. Today is day 9 on board the Disney Dream, and we have got a Palo Brunch and some other activities planned for today. So let's get to it. As I said at the end of last week's video, while we were doing our old-fashioned tasting, we did sort of arrive at a rainstorm, and it does look like the rainstorm has continued during the night and is still going on right now. The captain did give us a weather warning about this yesterday. He just said to be careful on deck and that there is a low pressure that they've got to get through before we start heading southwards towards the Bahamas. So maybe it might be a bit wet today, we'll see. But we're on board the Disney Dream, we have Palo Brunch. Hopefully our plan for today is to also meet Goofy and Max. That would be fantastic. That is one of the things that we would love to do. So hopefully we can do that. And we just want to sort of enjoy our time. Semi-formal night tonight, Animator's Palette. So I'm just going to see what happens. Obviously certain activities probably won't happen, and they'll try and do a bit more around the inside of the ship, and we'll just crack on and have a go.
Nice. All right, everyone, big smile. We'll look right over here first. And right over here, ready? 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3. All right, perfect.
Hold your badge straight up and down. Great work. Your badge can be used in different ways. You might need to rotate something slowly. Or some things might need to be pushed. And if it starts to look like this, and you hear this noise, it means your badge isn't straight up and down. So make sure you're holding it correctly. We will be giving you a casebook. It contains a collection of our top suspects with information on each one. Read this over carefully. When you uncover clues, write them down so you can cross off suspects as you go. When only one is left, that suspect must be our criminal. The casebook also has a map showing places where witnesses have spotted puppies. At each place, you'll find a piece of art. Hold up your badge toward the art to start your search for clues.
I know you'll find our puppies. Pongo and I are counting on you.
Are you ready, detectives?
Yes.
Now pick up a pencil and the casebook with the blue label. Start your search at this location. Go there now. Good luck.
Two, use your night scope to see if there's a clue. Can you see anything, Stevie?
You're going to have to keep moving it around.
Oh, what's that, Steve? Oh.
What's that?
It's a scorecard from that clever game called Mini Golf.
This must be a clue. The names are smudged, but look at that. Every name has the letter A in it. So, that means the criminal must have a letter A in their name. Check your casebook.
Why don't you write that down?
Check the pictures and read the descriptions in your casebook to see who you can cross off.
Now it's up to you, detectives. Go to any painting on your map and continue searching.
Well, will do.
So this is the menu for the brunch at Palo. It is a free to choose, and we got an amazing view just looking out over the water. We followed the advice of our server, which we had Eggs Benedict. I had ham.
I went for Eggs Benedict with salmon, so Eggs Royal, and it is one of the best ones that I have had. We didn't show the eggs, but the eggs were gooey, which is always a good sign of a good Eggs Benedict.
Yeah, it was really tasty. We also did get a pizza, but we forgot to film that. That was really good.
And their dough is really amazing. Armour croissants are given out as well. They are one of the nicest, and I was lucky enough to take one home with us. Again, we didn't get a picture.
For our main course, I had lasagna with the recommendation of our server.
And I went for egg parmesan. Oh no, chicken parmesan. Sorry, got the
starter and the mains.
Yeah.
Muddled. I really enjoyed both the mains. I had a taste of both Vicky's and myself, but I think the chicken was so much better. It was really juicy, really tasty. It was just, well, you can see how much cheese is on that as well.
I think it's one of the most popular ones out of all of all that is on the menu.
Yeah. I also did order some pancakes, which were really good. Again, the dough was really fantastic.
The souffle, this was the best souffle, the best chocolate pudding ever.
Yeah, it is really good. It was really tasty. That was recommended by a surveyor. We didn't ask for it. He just brought it across and said we should try it.
It's and then there was a cheesecake as well.
Yeah, that's the lemon cake.
Lemon cake. I had the chocolate, didn't I?
Yeah. So I also really enjoyed this lemon cake. It was really fantastic, really smooth. But I actually really enjoyed the pistachio mousse.
I didn't enjoy the pistachio mousse as much. It's meant to be a refresher, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed the bubbles in it. It's a bit like a bubble tea.
Yeah. But you loved that chocolate.
Oh, that chocolate thing. I think we actually shared puddings, didn't we?
We did end up sharing a little bit. But there's Palo Brunch.
Oh, very nice. Big hugs.
No, not much. I'm no good at it. I'm like, pull it back and there's nothing there. It's empty. But I just do it to stand in the sun and just enjoy it. I can't catch anything.
Max, are you good at fishing? Oh, no, but you're good at hugs, right? Yes, very good. Are you fishing right now, Goofy? Oh my goodness, what'd you catch? Nothing. Oh no. That's okay. We can catch a really big hug from our friends, right?
Yeah,
big hug. Oh, big picture, very nice.
It's mine.
Best, enjoy the cruise. All right. Hope your dog doesn't get into
Big hugs, very nice. All right.
For our evening meal, we were back at Animator's Palette, and this time it was menu from around the world. I started off with some Argentina empanadas, which were crunchy but also filling, but at the same were filled with filling, but was just an easy biteful and quite tasty.
I had the spring roll, which I really enjoyed. It was just one big spring roll, and it was nice and refreshing. Obviously, we'd had Paolo earlier in the day, so it was not as good as Paolo, but it was still a decent meal. Yeah, I think it had prawns in, didn't it? Which was pretty good.
For next up, I had the Canadian cheese soup, which is pretty much what it says on the tin. It was cheesy, it was warm, so yeah, it was just very simple. It didn't have a kick like the empanadas did, but it was just what I wanted it to be.
I had the Greek salad because I love the Greek salad. It was a bit different to what I thought it was going to be, because you had a wedge, and then you had the other pieces next to it, like a wedge of lettuce, and then the rest of it. It was just a standard Greek salad. I don't think I don't think it was anything outstanding.
Okay. And for my main, I had a chicken Kiev, so just breaded chicken. Again, after Paolo, this was fine. I think it's probably the wrong day that I had this menu, but the chicken earlier on in the day, the chicken parm, was so much better in comparison.
I went for the curry. Now, it said it was shrimp curry, but I didn't read it properly, which is most probably my fault, which said it had tofu in. I'm not a big tofu fan. The curry was really had a lot of flavour to it, and it was really, really nice. There was a lot to it, and I wasn't overly that hungry, and I did try and eat the tofu. It was a bit too much for me.
And then to finish off for dessert, I sort of went for just a normal cheesecake. Again, brilliant, what I want it to be, sweet, soft, and just really tasty. And it was nothing more than what I needed it to be. It was a really good cheesecake that you get on board the Disney cruises.
I went for a fruit platter just because we'd had the desserts at Palo, and I was blown away by the chocolate one, as you most probably heard earlier. I do remember that one, so this was just something nice and refreshing. The yogurt wasn't that great, it was a bit too warm, but the fruit was nice. It was just nice to have something different.
Hello, it has come to a long day. I don't think I did anything since Paolo, but it's been a fantastic day at sea. First off, Palo Brunch was amazing. I'm so glad we got it. If there is one thing that you take away from this series, this vlog series, this video, whatever it may be, don't think that you can't get what you want. Believe. Where we boarded this ship without a Palo Brunch, and we went to guest services, and within 24 hours we had it sorted. So don't get too disheartened if the booking process you can't get hold of one. Keep the faith, stay hopeful, and when you board, just be nice and just ask nicely and just inquire about it, and they might be able to fit you in. We were sat on a table of 4, or a table that should have seated 4, but we were sat as a 2, so obviously that probably was why we weren't able to book it, because it was a seated for 4. It was fantastic. If you do get a chance to go on a Disney cruise line, the Palo Brunch is fantastic. After Palo, we had a very chilled out afternoon. We came back to the room, we just put on a movie, and we sort of just relaxed and just unwinded. It was just what we needed to do. Then we met Goofy and Max, which was a great experience. They were a lot of fun. We did a bit of midship detective agency. We did a bit of a scavenger hunt, which is something that they've been putting on every day. And we did a lot of walking around the ship. And we saw the magician who was on the stage show. He was fantastic. There was a couple of tricks which just blew my mind. It was amazing to watch. Really good sense of humour. He's been on TV, and he really did do wonder. And we had dinner at Animator's Palette, which is fantastic. And just to confirm, if people didn't already know, cast members are best. Our server, one of our serving team, he made us these bracelets, both for myself and Vicky. And it's those little things where cast members sort of, you build that relationship, you get to know each other, and you get to chat. And so yeah, it's been fantastic. We tried a little bit of our dinner. We were still full from Paolo, but we were able to get through. And then after our dinner, we watched the evening entertainment. There was it's like a little scavenger hunt type, they call it quest, where team members have to go out and try and find particular items. Like one of them was a pair of Crocs, another one was finding someone who was skipping with a cast member. Just little fun things like that. We then watched what are they called? What's the acapella group called Squad Ghouls. They're based in Orlando. One of the ladies that perform it was also Michelle Knight, who performed on the stage last night?
2 nights.
2 nights ago. And we know one of the guys from YouTube. We watch allears.net, and he was part of it as well. And they perform just pop hits, and they'll be performing in the theatre, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Beauty and the Beast, but the day after. And we then finished with a silent disco. So it has been a very long day for myself. I got up at ship time 6:30. So because we're travelling through so many time zones, it keeps changing. So my body sort of thinks it's sort of like 8:30, 9:30 UK time, when actually on ship it's about 6:30. So I've been up since about 6:30, and on board ship time is about 12:30. So I've had a very long day, but I've loved it. It's been fantastic. Been a lot of food, a lot of food, but some great entertainment, some great memories. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, do the usual YouTubey things to help us. You know what to do. Tomorrow, as I said, Beauty and Beast stage show, which obviously I can't film because it's a theatre show. But we do have a Remy dinner reservation, so we'll film what we can. I'm not exactly too sure what the rules are at Remy. I might try and just stick to what we've been doing and just film the food. And we're going to just see what's available. We still want to try and meet Donald. He's one of the few characters that we haven't met yet. But there's no rush with that because he's out pretty much every day, 2 or 3 times. So let's see what else tomorrow brings. The main thing for us tomorrow is that we've got a Remy reservation. So tune in next Sunday for Remy plus whatever mischief, trouble and adventures we get up to. Thanks for watching, and I will see you real soon.